Julie walked nervously through the dark woods, clad only in her short shorts and tank top. It had been a hot day, but now with night fully descended, it was chilly to the point where gooseflesh broke out on her bare skin. "Brad?" she called out through the thick woods. "Brad, are you out here?" An owl hooted, but no other reply. The woods broke, and Julie found she was in front of the lake. At the end of the rickety old dock, a small rowboat bobbed up and down in the black water. She hated the lake. It had been a mistake to come, but her boyfriend, Brad, had talked her into it. "Why would you want to go out there?" she had asked him during the long drive. "After all those murders that happened last year, and those sightings of that weird guy in the mask." "That's just an old story," Brad had said as he drove. "Besides, the place is deserted. We'll have it all to ourselves, babe." He had cranked up the radio, blasting out the newest and loudest 80s hits. Now there they were, or rather, there she was. Brad was nowhere in sight. She had been following him through the woods to the lake and at some point lost sight of him. "Brad?" Julie called out again. "If you don't come out, I'm taking your Jeep and going home." There was a sound then. Something moving in the bushes. Julie spun on her heels, eyes wide. "Brad?" she cried. "Is that you?" Her voice was quivering. The bushes shook again, and Julie stepped forward. She stood just before the shaking bushes now, and she, herself, was now shaking just as hard. "Brad, if this is your idea of a joke, I'm going to box your ears," Julie whimpered. She parted the bushes with her hands and then laughed in relief. A raccoon looked up at her with beady black eyes. It squealed and scampered off. "Oh, Mr. Raccoon," Julie laughed. "You jerk." She turned around and screamed. Standing directly behind her, looming at least 7 feet tall, was a hulking mass of a man. In the bright moonlight, she saw his white skeletal face and large rusty blade in his black gloved hands. The stories had all been true. It was him. Big Blood. Julie screamed again, and again, and again.